Good morning, second grade. Today we're here to have our math lesson. It's math lesson 137, page 273 and 274. And I have Spidey with us again, so he will be a man of few words. We will play a game later today, but the first thing that I want to do is I want to go over our 13 family. So as we go through the family, I want you to do a jumping jack on the answer. So say it with me, please. 13 minus 0 equals 13. 13 minus 1 equals 12. 13 minus 2 equals 11. 13 minus 3 equals 10. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 13 minus 6 equals 7. 13 minus 7 equals 6. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 13 minus 9 equals 4. 13 minus 10 equals 3. 13 minus 11 equals 2. 13 minus 12 equals 1. 13 minus 13 equals 0. Good, and this time when we do it, we're going to do our head and shoulders. So we're going to do head and shoulders as we move down. So we'll go through it. So it looks like this. 13 minus 0 equals 13. 13 minus 1 equals 12. 13 minus 2 equals 11. 13 minus 3 equals 10. 13 minus 4 equals 9. 13 minus 5 equals 8. 13 minus 6 equals 7. Right here. 13 minus 7 equals 6. 13 minus 8 equals 5. 13 minus 9 equals 4. 13 minus 10 equals 3. 13 minus 11 equals 2. 13 minus 12 equals 1. 13 minus 13 equals 0. And we're going to eventually get to where we can say it really, really fast. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to count by 4s to 48. So go ahead and count. And I want you to, oh, Ben wants to dab, so we'll dab today. Our Spidey will dab today. Ready? Begin. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. This time let's do high kicks. Ready? Begin. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40, 44, 48. Now we're going to count by tens. We'll start with 12 and we'll count to 92. And we're going to do high knees as we do it. So remember, counting by 10. So it's 12, 22, 32, 42, 52, 62, 72, 82, 92. Let's count by 100s to 1,000. And we'll punch forward. Ready? Go. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, and we say 1,000. Good job. All right, go ahead and take your math page out today. Today we're going to talk about a few things. The first thing I want to talk about are our shapes. So I have a shape here. Did you see it? All right, this shape is did you say it? It's a cube. Spidey says it's a cube. So this is the shape of a cube. Now notice this is our 3D effect. Now a cube has an edge. So the top part of it is the edge. It also has corners. This is a different shape. Okay, and you can see this shape. This could be, we could say it is it's a rectangle. Now notice a rectangle has how many vertexes? We've talked about vertexes. A vertex is a corner. A vertex is a corner. Maybe that's a little better. So a vertex is the corner of a shape. Now, how many vertexes do you see for this shape here? Can you count them? Spidey, count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. A vertex has 4 vertexes, a square, excuse me. How about this shape? What do we call this? This is a cylinder. Now, does a cylinder have a vertex? Does a cylinder have a vertex, Spidey? A cylinder does not have a vertex because the cylinder shape is round. So cylinders do not have any vertexes. Good job. All right, now the next thing that I want to look at is symmetry. Now when we have symmetry, symmetry is when we take a shape and we divide it in half, whether it's divided evenly. Now I'm going to show you the shapes that I have here. So here are our shapes. So we have our two shapes. We have an ice cream cone and we have a butterfly. Now if I look at this shape here and I were to divide this shape the way they have it, would that show perfect symmetry? Spidey, does that show perfect symmetry? Nope, it does not. Because if I folded it over, the top half would not be the same as the bottom half. How about our butterfly here? How about our butterfly? Now look at this butterfly. Does this have perfect symmetry? Spidey says, he says yes. Now it does have perfect symmetry. Sorry, the window's in the way. But it has perfect symmetry because if you look here at your butterfly, when I divide it right in half, the butterfly would fold over and it would have the same shape as the other side. Good. Now, on your paper today, it asks for vertexes. It will ask you the vertex of something. It will ask you the edge of something, and it will also ask you what the front of this something is called. This is called the face of your shape. So the front side of a shape is called the face, something that you see, kind of like my face. This is the face that you see. Now the next thing I'd like to talk about, we're going to look at our clocks. So let's go ahead and look at our clocks. We know that the little hand on a clock tells our hour hand. The long hand on the clock tells our minute hand. And when we count by fives. So count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Now look at my clock and Spidey's clock. I'm going to ask you to set the clock for 6:45 or a quarter till 7 if I were to say it in words. So 6 is my hour hand. Did you say put the little hand on the 6? Good job. Now 45, we'll start here at our top and we'll count, let's count football style by fives till we get to 45. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And here you see we have 6:45 or a quarter till 7 because it is almost 7 o'clock. Next time, find 5:30. All right, let's see if I can beat Spidey. Spidey's going to come up here. 5:30. Remember, 5 is my hour hand. Spidey's not right. Half of my clock is at the 30-minute mark. Half of 60 is 30. So 5:30. Let's try another clock time. Spidey, you ready? 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Did you get to 2 o'clock? Good job. 2 o'clock. Good. What would be... What? It was a tie, Spidey said. What would be 2 hours later than this time? Now, do I have to move my minute hand? No, because I said 2 hours later. That means later in the day. So I'm going to take my hour hand, Spidey. You're going to take your hour hand and you're going to move it 2 hours later. So we'll count from where we're at. Here's 1 hour. Did you say 4 o'clock before I did? Good job if you did. The last time, a quarter after 11. Do you remember where a quarter after was? A quarter after 11. So my minute hand's on the 11. A quarter after, you should have put here. Good. Spidey was correct. He just had the hands changed wrong. So your little hand, your hour hand goes on the 11. Your minute hand goes on the 3. Good job. All right, we're going to put those down. Now the next thing that I want to go over our facts. So say it with me, please. 1 pint equals 2 cups. 1 gallon equals 4 quarts. 1 pound equals 16 ounces. 1 yard equals 12 months. Oh, I'm sorry. 1 year. 1 year equals 365 days. Normal body temperature equals 98.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Boiling point of water equals 212 degrees Fahrenheit. 1 year equals about 52 weeks. Now, why is it about 52 weeks? This year was actually a year that it was not exactly 52 weeks. Does anybody know why? What happened in February that made our weeks different? Spidey? He said Valentine's Day, but that's not what it was. We had a leap year. A leap year, it gave us an extra day. 1 dozen things equals 12 things. Here it is. 1 leap year equals 366 days. So this year will be a leap year for us. There will be 366 days in this year. Now that happens every 4 years. So it only happens every 4 years. Now, the last few things that I want to talk about is I want to talk about some things on the board. We're going to play a game in just a minute. But before we do that, I want to look at some money. So when we're looking at our money, I'm just going to pull some money amount and I'm going to ask Spidey, maybe you can help me figure out how much money I have. I have a, did you say quarter? Good job. And a dime. Can you add those two together? 25. 35. Good. Spidey said 35. What if I add another dime? 25, 35. I'm still counting by tens. 45, Spidey says. Add a penny. 46, 47, 48. Good. Now I'm going to put some money behind my back. And you have to point to which amount is the bigger amount. And I'm going to make Spidey point to it too. Which one's the bigger amount? Ah, quarter. Good job. All right, let me try another one. Let's see. Bigger amount. Which one's the bigger? Nickel, penny. Oh, nickel. Good job. How about, let me see if I can trick Spidey. Do you know? Nickel, nickel. They're the same. Did you get nickel, nickel? Good job. How about this amount? Which is more? $0.10? 10 cents. This is 6 cents. Good. How about if I did 2 quarters, 1 quarter. Good. Count it out. 25, 50, 75. Are you beating Spidey or is he beating you? All right, we'll do last one. Let me get a really hard one. Let me see. What did you think? What do you think? Oh, he says they're equal. Good job. Good job. Now, the last few things that we want to go over, they were equal. Yes, Spidey. Spidey, you are correct. Now, I want to look at your page today. If you look at your page, I want to look at the clocks. So here's your first time. You're looking at number 4. The little hand is on the 4, and it says it's this time. What time did you say it was? It's not on the 5 yet. It's in between. So it is 4:45 or a quarter till 5. It's almost 5. So you should have put 4:45 on that paper. Now look at this time. The next clock says, did you say the hour is 8? And we'll count by 5s till we get to this time. Count with me. 5, 10, 15, 20. It is 8:20. 20. Good job. Now you see on the board, you're going to see problems that look like this. 2 divided by 15. Remember, when you see a problem that says 2 divided by 15, and I'm going to make it a little higher so you can see, what do we do? How do we figure that problem out? Do you know? What do we do when you see that kind of problem? Let me spin it around. All right, what do you do when you see this kind of problem? Well, we count by 2s. That doesn't even make sense. Until we get to 12. You can't count by 2s until you get to 15. So count by 2s until you get to 12. Count with me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and your answer should have been 6. Your answer should have been 6. And we also know that half of 2, half of 12 would be 6. Half of that would be 6. Good job. I'm going to spin it back around. Now, I also want to look on the back side of your paper. On the back side of your paper, you're going to notice the story problem there. It says Noah bought an Everglades pencil for 49 cents, an alligator sticker for 15 cents, and a manatee postcard for 25 cents. Over to the side, you'll see your workspace. Add those up. Don't forget to include your money amount, okay? And then your $ decimal point. And then the last thing that I want to talk about on this page, 1 kilogram. This is something new we haven't really talked about. 1 kilogram is 1,000 grams. So that should be the one last thing that you would need help on for that page. And then the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. Is everybody ready? So up on the board here, I'm going to put this is where Spidey is going to see if he can beat you. I'm going to give you an amount, an addition problem. You see if you can beat Spidey before he puts the answers in the blank. All right, so here's the first one, so listen carefully. All right, that might be a longer problem. Spidey, are you ready? Okay, he's up to the board. Let's see if he gets up to the board. Here we go. 8 plus 5 equals 8 plus 5. What's the answer to 8 plus 5? Oh man, he's going to have a hard time getting those off. 8 plus 5, good. He said 13. Excellent. Okay, here's the next one. Let me put it up here for you. All right, next one. Here we go. 7 plus 8. 7 plus 8. Good job. Oh, he's almost in here. If you can just point to it. I might just make Spidey point to it because it's harder for him to get his little fingers on it. So, all right, next one. 11 minus 5. 11 minus 5. 11 minus 5 equals, what'd you say? 6. If you chose 6, you beat Spidey. Okay, here's the next one. 12 minus 4 equals, what'd you say? 12 minus 4 equals 8. Good job. Next one. 7 plus 7. 7 plus 7, that's a double. 7 plus 7 equals 14. Spidey pointed to 14. Good job. Next one. 9 plus 6. 9 plus 6 equals? Did you say 15? You beat him if you did. Next one. 15 minus 7 equals? 15 minus 7 equals 8. All right, did you beat Spidey? Next one. This one 3 parts. So listen. 5 plus 6 minus 8 equal 5 plus 6 minus 8 equal 3. Good job. Next one. 12 minus 7 plus 8 equal. Good. 13. All right, and then the last thing that we're going to do, I'm going to give you some flashcards. I want you to see who can say them first before. Ready? Say it before he does. 3 plus 6.
9.
5 plus 9.
14.
2 plus 9.
10.
7 plus 7.
14.
2 plus 9 is 11. 4 plus 9.
13.
2 plus 11. 14 plus 4. 7 plus 6.
I know it.
13. 8 plus 7.
15.
13 plus 5. 18.
18.
12 plus 6. 18. 12 plus 4. Remember, you can just 2 plus 4 is
16.
Good. 3 plus 6.
9.
6 plus 4.
10.
7 plus 3.
10.
7 plus 2.
9.
4 plus 5.
9.
8 plus 2.
10.
3 plus 5.
8.
4 plus 9.
13.
2 plus 6. 2 plus 8, sorry. 2 plus 6. 8. 9 plus 3.
12.
Good job. All right, that's all we have for our lesson today. I hope you have a great, great day, and we will see you tomorrow.
Peace out.
Peace out.